So hello and welcome to Let's Talk SEO. Google Search Console appears to have a bug, but as I'll explain in this video, it's not a bug, it's a feature. So people have been reporting that Google Search Console is now showing fewer links than it has before. My own Search Console, I've been looking at my client Search Consoles, and yes, the backlink reports have certainly reduced. So at one point where it was showing 200,000 backlinks, it's now showing less than 80,000 backlinks. In some cases, people are reporting that 90% of their backlinks are now showing compared to what was showing in the past. Now, over the years, just to give you guys some context, Google has reduced the amount of links that it reports in Google Search Console. But generally speaking, when I'm looking at a site, I'm auditing a site, I'm trying to figure out if there are backlinks that are impacting the site's reputation or the site's rankings. I'm looking at Google Search Console. So I go to Google Search Console, I click the backlinks report, I download it, and I take a look at the CSV file. Then I look at each individual backlink, which is part of my audit, to see if there are any malicious, low quality, spammy backlinks that are pointing to the site. Because if Google is reporting it, then there's a 99.9% chance that it's counting that towards the website. But if Google lowers the number of links that it's reporting, it stands to reason that it's not counting a lot of the backlinks that are going towards the website. That will be the assumption, but that assumption is wrong, because what I'm seeing now is that even though Google Search Console is underreporting the amount of backlinks, the backlinks are still having an impact on the websites. And so none of my test websites that have loads and loads of backlinks that are being underreported have seen an impact in the rankings that are caused by that. And I control most of the variables. And so I know if Google is now reporting those links, that does not mean Google is now counting those links towards my website. And so if you're seeing this, the alarming thing here is that people like me who do these backlink audits for clients, and we try to figure out what's going wrong, Google is making our job a lot harder, because then a lot of those malicious links will not be reported by Google, even though they may or may not be counted towards the website's ranking. Now, if you use a tool like Ahrefs, SEMrush, or even SEO ranking, they report literally just about every link that goes back to your site, but not all of those links count towards your rankings or have an impact on your rankings, which is why it's really important to look at Google Search Console. And so I usually will look at Google Search Console, compare the links that Google Search Console is reporting compared to what SEMrush or Ahrefs is reporting, and then take that and try to figure out if the website I'm auditing is being spammed, and if those spammy links are impacting the site's quality, the site's rankings. But by doing this, Google is making my job a lot harder, because now I can't rely on Google's reporting, because Google is not reporting most of the links. So now I have to go back to Ahrefs, and I have to assume that all of the links that look malicious are malicious and are being counted towards my website. And then that will mean I have to submit a disavow file to Google, which will be a lot larger than it usually is if all the links were correctly that have been counted towards my website's rankings were correctly reported in Google Search Console. And so here is the problem. And the problem here is that if Google really cares about webmasters, it will report these links, because then it gives webmasters an opportunity to go ahead and try and figure out how they can fix the issue with the backlinks that are coming to their site, especially if they're not actively building these backlinks. But it makes the job of spammers a lot easier, because then they will go undetected. So someone will spam your website with a zillion links, and Google will not report any of them, even though they may be counted towards your website's ranking. Now, Google has said over the years, that don't worry about the link spam, because we don't count it towards your website. And in most cases, that is correct. Google will not count a lot of those links that point towards your website as spam. But there are instances, and let's say there are 10% of instances where it does count towards your website's rankings. It can drag it down. And I've been working with clients whose websites have been dragged down by these kinds of types of links. And the only solution to fight that is to create a semantic network of your own, which again takes time, it takes effort. You still need links to build a semantic network. But over time, what I'm finding is that building a semantic network is a lot better than going out and doing guest posts or press releases or any of that. Press release is still a great way to get lots of great backlinks, to get a lot of link juice, to bear brand your business. I'm not going to say don't do press releases, but by and large, guest posts, link insertions are still good, but don't entirely rely on link insertions. I made a video of link insertions, by the way. And so you should build a semantic network, and which is something I talk a lot about with my clients. Some of my clients, they don't want to do it. Most of my clients have friends when they start getting spammed and it starts affecting their rankings, they figure out, okay, this is the only solution that makes sense. And at that point, I started doing this, and I've seen some tremendous results by doing it. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below if you've noticed Google Search Console reporting fewer links. Like and subscribe as always, and I will see you in the next video.